What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you 5 pretty good tips on how you can improve your trading and in fact be more profitable. These 5 aren't necessarily exact tips, but they're things that you should be looking out for when trading and little mistakes that you may be making and just some good resources and all that stuff just to be improving your trades in general. Now, it isn't the easiest to trade right now. I agree with this market. We have been seeing a little bit of positivity in the market, although the market cap is still below 300, which isn't too nice to see. But I mean, let's hope that the market improves and we get to see some nice price action. Have you guys seen the Ripple's rebranding? That's pretty interesting. They changed their logo. I know they're in the process of rebranding and everything. Didn't really have an effect on the price too much, so to speak. That may be because of the market, or it may be because they haven't really done anything too interesting. But nevertheless, there are definitely some great things happening in crypto right now, and definitely, without a doubt, Ethereum being deemed not a security is a very nice thing to see. Their price didn't really go up too much. Even when the market went down, it was only around 500, 490, something like that. So Ethereum news didn't really affect the price too much, which is very interesting to see, as I think a lot of people already knew that maybe that wasn't going to be the case with that news announcement. But yeah, EOS under $10 would be a nice buy. Stellar as well is a very nice price indeed, and also Zilliqa ZIL is a great buy right now on these prices. So before we get into the video, guys, link down below for the Bitcoin Blueprint. You will get lifetime access to my trade calls, which are $49 a month, and I'm going to be releasing more content in the next few weeks for that, so it's going to be very interesting. As well, link down below my trade calls, $49 a month. I'm going to tell you where to enter and where to exit. If you come down here to the FAQ section at the bottom, just give that a read before you shoot me an email, because mostly the questions are answered in there. Alright guys, so the first thing that I want to in fact tell you about is FUD. Now FUD stands for fear, uncertainty and doubt. Now why does this have a big effect when you're trading? This is simply because a lot of people, they still are trading with emotion. Now this here you can see here, it was a trade call which I put out a few days ago. I believe I put it out on around the 13th of June, something like that, give or take a few days. And I said to people, okay, this is going to be a trade call, but I'm looking for this to be a swing trade because the market is extremely volatile. Now I haven't included the stop losses on here, but I did include a stop loss, and I said, okay, you can use the stop loss if you want to protect your crypto, but I personally, I'm going to be using it as a swing trade because the market is really volatile right now, and I think there's a lot of room for growth upwards and downwards, and having a stop loss in this situation could potentially limit the profit capabilities that this trade could have. So I said around here, a lot of people bought in, and some people in fact waited. In fact, I think I said it around here. A lot of people waited and it went down, and it did actually touch the stop loss at around a 6% loss, but I did tell people that I'm going to be taking it as a swing trade, so I'm not personally putting a stop loss on this one. So it actually went up around here into the profit zone, and it actually made around a 12-13% profit over the space of a couple of days, which is really nice to see. And it just shows you that if you're in a trade, selling and cutting your losses may not always be the best thing to do. You have to kind of take a look at the market. Okay, the market's down right now. Could we see an increase in trend in the market? What's going on with this? In this case, it was Icon. What's going on with it? We did hit a level of support, and I did circle here because we came down to around 3,000 Satoshis, and we bounced straight back up. And that's in fact what I thought was going to happen here. We came down, but we didn't bounce back up. The bounce was in fact a bit delayed. We did go down to around 2,870 Satoshis, and then we bounced back up. So this gave us a lower low, which is interesting. We didn't get a higher high. We had a lower low and a lower high, which is a bit of a bearish sign, but nevertheless, it was a nice trade. Moving on to the second tip. So my second tip would be, in fact, not checking the news. You guys really have to be checking the news. If you're not reading Cointelegraph daily, there is CoinDesk as well, but I don't read CoinDesk anymore because of the whole event they had, and they're kind of not stealing money, but they were charging like $2,000, $3,000 for the event, and it was just a bit insane. So not that I don't support them, it's just I prefer to read Cointelegraph. Just merely because of that. I'm sure these aren't the most ethical people, but nonetheless, you should really be reading the news every single day when you wake up. Just log on to Cointelegraph.com, have a good overview of the news, see what's going on, see how this could affect the market. Typically though, when you are reading the news, let's say you see a new article come out that says Bitcoin is banned in Australia, for example. It's not, just for example. Probably other people have heard about the news before you, or the news is already in effect. So don't take exactly what the news says like in an instant. You have to kind of weigh it out a little bit, because it will already, the price will somewhat already be built into the news, if you kind of understand what I'm saying. So you don't see an article then immediately go and do something. No, check the article, check what's going on, check other websites like CoinMarketCal. I've told you this before, guys. This website is absolutely gold when you're trading, especially swing trading. It basically tells you any events coming up, any news coming up. You can even search for events. Let's say Zilliqa, ZIL. Let's have a search and see what's coming up. Okay, testnet version 2, 30th of June. Could that increase the price? Well, yeah, pretty much definitely it could. Mainnet launch September 30th. Could this increase the price? Yeah, of course it could. And the ZIL Anchor decentralized app release end of Q4 2018. So all these things can affect the price. And if you have a coin that you're holding or you like for example XLM, let's see what's going on there. And let's get rid of Zilliqa. Let's search and see what's going on there for XLM. Okay, so the Hack Summit, July the 9th, that's pretty interesting. The Hard Fork, August, that's pretty cool. Lightning Network Beta, October 1st. Could this affect? Well, yeah, definitely. It very much could affect the price. You can see here with this fire icon, this means that it's pretty hot news and that it could well affect the price. Lightning Network, LiveNet, 1st of December, Lightning Network, and SDX. So all these things can affect the price, and by using CoinMarketCal, you can definitely use that to your advantage. So the fourth bit of advice that I'm going to tell to you guys is use tools and things to your advantage. A program like 3 Commas, for example. 3 Commas allows you to set a stop loss as well as a take profit. This is something you cannot do on Binance. And if you're trading, whether it be day trading, swing trading, or you're just trading at all, not being able to set a stop loss and a take profit is very, very vital for trading. A stop loss protects your capital, and a take profit allows you to, in fact, grow your capital. So these are two things that are very, very important when trading. So these are things that are really, really important when trading, and if you can use tools to your advantage, you can in fact go ahead and get more out of your trades. For example, a take profit and a trailing stop loss. We've got a trailing take profit and a trailing stop loss. You don't want it at 50%, no. So we got a trailing stop loss and a trailing take profit. I've explained these before in previous videos. The trailing take profit basically allows you to get more percentage profit out of each trade, and this trailing stop loss allows you to protect your capital even more. Basically, the trailing stop loss, which is here, when the price increases of the coin, your stop loss will increase in proportion to what you set it. So let's say the coin goes from $10 to $20 and your stop loss is at $8, for example. Then your stop loss, as the coin increases in price, your stop loss will in fact increase in price. So if the market does come back down, you'll not be selling it for that $8. You'll be selling it for even more, probably 12 or 13, something like that. So it allows you to get even more from your trades. So 3 Commas is definitely one that you should be interested in. I've got many videos on it, and there's a link down below to get $10 free credit for that. Also, the trade calls as well. I know that's kind of a shameless plug, but what can I say? $49 a month, it's not that much. If you're trading with anything more than like $500, you should easily be able to make this back in a month. $49, and it just takes the stress out of everything. You don't have to look for coins to trade. I can simply alert you on the Telegram group, things you should be trading, where to enter, where to exit, where to set your stop loss, if it's a swing or a day trade. All these things are done for you for $49 a month. I mean, that's one meal out in a month, and it's going to save you so much time and stress. Finally, getting on to the last thing, which I'm going to take a look at. The last thing I'm going to be taking a look at is, in fact, trading with too much money. Now, me personally, I only trade with about like 10, maybe 15, maybe 20% of my entire portfolio. This is because I don't want to say I'm risk averse, because I'm in crypto. A lot of the money that I have is in crypto, because I believe in the long-term future. But you really don't want to be trading if all the Bitcoin you own, let's say you own 1 Bitcoin, just to make an example, you really don't want to be trading with that 1 Bitcoin. You want to be putting like 0.8 of it aside and only trading with a 0.2, something like that. As again, this is not financial advice. This is just exactly what I do. And you really don't want to be trading or using any money that you cannot afford to lose. Let's say, for example, rent is due in a few weeks. You don't want to be trading with thousands of dollars if you know you have $1,000 rent to pay in the next few days. That really wouldn't be the smart thing to do. Crypto is a very volatile market, and that $1,000 could easily become $300, $400, $500 in pretty much a week. So you have to be very, very careful with your capital, and only use money that you can really afford to lose. When you put the money in, you have to think to yourself, okay, if this is gone, can I afford to live? Can I afford to eat? Can I afford to pay rent? All this stuff. I know it sounds stupid to be saying this, but a lot of people have got themselves into a huge lot of bother by doing this, and this is something I really don't want you guys falling for. Because yes, you can believe in the technology and believe in the ability to make money with crypto, but you have to put your life first rather than these sick gains that you might get. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 5 things that I'm going to be helping you out with trading. Check the link down below for the Bitcoin blueprint and also the trade calls. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.